welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. It has been a couple months since I filmed my last video because I've been very busy and not had time to film. I mean, I have filmed videos but I haven't posted them for whatever reason. But yeah, as you can see, I've got a bookshelf now. I haven't actually filmed a book video in a while, so I thought I would start off the new year with a January reading wrap up of what I read in January. Let's get to the first book that I read in January, which was The Deal by Elle Kennedy. So this book is about Garrett Graham and Hannah Wells. They both go to the same college. It's a hockey romance. The whole series is, there's like, I think it's 4 or 5 books. Both go to the same college, and at the start of the book she like passes a test. The only 2 people in that class had passed the test. Her and her crush had passed it, but Garrett didn't, and he saw her test results and was like, can you help tutor me? And she was very like, no, I don't want to do that, because she just didn't have time and she didn't want to do it. So they like struck up a deal, hence the name, where he pretends to date her to make her crush jealous, and she'll tutor him and help him pass his test results. It's kind of like a fake dating trope in a way, but yeah, it was really good. I gave that a 4. Hold on, I wrote it all down what I gave it. Yeah, I gave that a 4-star. It was very good. I don't know if yeah, I would give it a 4-star. It was really good. Then the next book I read was Addicted for Now. This is a part of the Addicted Calloway Sisters series. This is about Lily and Lo. Lily and Lo are both suffering with addictions. Lily is a sex addict and Lo is an alcoholic. And in the first 2 books, at the end of the first book, Lo goes to rehab and Lily starts going to like counselling therapy, and then it shows you in the second book them dealing with being apart from each other because they've never been apart since they were younger. And this one's him coming back from rehab and them trying to navigate through their addictions and trying to hide it from people, until it gets like leaked to the media about her addiction, and it just shows you them trying to navigate that, and like hiding it and stuff. And I really liked that book. It was a hefty book. I'm pretty sure it's like 500ish, no, like 400ish pages, but I really enjoyed it. It was really good. Getting to see Lily and Logan, and I really love their books. I think my favourite characters will be Reich and Daisy. Daisy is Lily's sister and Reich is Lo's half-brother, which you find out in the first book. But yeah, I really enjoyed that book. The next book is Here With Me by Brooke Montgomery, sorry. This is about Fisher and Noah. They both meet at a rodeo kind of thing because she like trains horses. So she was at the rodeo cheering on one of her horses and like the people competing in the horse show, and he's there and he was like staring at her the whole time, and they end up like hooking up, and then the day after, like when she wakes up, she like does the walk of shame, but she realizes he is her ex-boyfriend's dad, so it's an ex-boyfriend's dad trope. And then like a week later he comes on to her ranch kind of thing, and is starting to work there, so they're forced to work together, and her ex-boyfriend's trying to like win her back or whatever. He's like a complete arse, I think. And I was so excited about this book because I really love an age gap romance because I have raging daddy issues apparently, but I had higher hopes for this book and it just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. And like it had like some mystery aspects in it, like that were just like, why is that in this book? And then when the ex-boyfriend found out about the dad and the girlfriend, it was just kind of like he got over it in like 5 seconds. It was kind of weird, so I gave that like a 3-star. Wasn't my favourite. I can hardly remember anything that happened in it, to be honest, but it was okay. Then the next book I read. I absolutely love this book. This is Don't Let Me Fall by Kelsie Rae. This is a part of the Don't Let Me series. This is the first book in it, and I absolutely love this book. So what happens at the start of this is she's driving through traffic and she looks beside her to the car next to her, and there's a guy and she thinks he's so attractive, and she just like stares at him, and then she gets an airdrop notification on her phone, and it's him, and he had airdropped her like a message and then his phone number. But then she decides not to message him because she has a boyfriend, which the boyfriend is his best friend, which she didn't know because they had never met and he's just starting at their college. But yeah, this is kind of like the deal-ish because it's like a hockey romance as well, and he's tutoring her. But I loved this one more than I loved the deal. It just like, first of all, it had like really short chapters and there was no third act breakup in it. So yeah, I really loved this. I can't wait to read the rest of the series because it's all like the hockey boys, I'm pretty sure. But I can't wait for that. I gave this a 4-star. I absolutely loved it and it was so good. The next book I read was Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. This is a part of the Devil's Night series, which I've been wanting to read for like 2 years, but always like put it off because how thick the books are. They're like 400 to 800 pages long, all the books in the series. But I wish I had started them sooner because they're so good. This book follows Michael and Erica, also known as Rika. Her nickname's Rika, so I'm just going to call her Rika. So Rika has been obsessed with Michael for years. They're not like, their families are kind of like really close, and she's best friends and had dated his younger brother, so they're kind of like forced to be around each other. She thinks he doesn't notice her. Michael and his 3 friends, Kai, Damon and Will, they are like they call themselves the 3 horsemen. The whole town calls them that. Every October 30th they have this thing called Devil's Night, where they like just cause havoc in their town where they live, where they like burn places down, throw parties, have fights, do like just illegal stuff, and they get away with it technically. And it's just like hectic. It's definitely a dark romance book, definitely, because the things that happen in this book, it's just mental that they get away with this for so long. But I loved it. I feel like my favourite character is going to be Will. I'm obsessed with him for no reason, and he's hardly, he is in that book a lot, but he's not even like the main character in that book, and I was just like obsessed with him. The next book I read was Kiss the Sky by Christina and Becca Ritchie. This is a part of the Dick Calloway Sisters series, but this one follows Rose and Connor. Rose is Lily's older sister. In this book it shows how Lily and Lo's addictions and how like the media and like stuff like that has affected her life and her business, because she's like a fashion, she has her own like fashion company, and it just shows you how she's trying to like fix her reputation in her business after all of the scandals happen, and her relationship with her boyfriend Connor. I think the main focus in this book is about her being a virgin at 22 or 23, and just showing her trying to have sex with her boyfriend. I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, just showing their relationship, and like there's someone in this book trying to like get involved with their relationship, and it just shows you how they navigate through that. And then they're also doing a TV show, a reality TV show, so it shows you how about the reality TV show and stuff like that. And I really did, I didn't know if I was going to enjoy this book because I really enjoyed Lily and Lo, but I really loved this book. They've got one more book in the series and I'm so excited. And then the last book that I read this last month which was a downer, no offence to Lucy's score. I had such high hopes for this book, which is Things We Never Got Over. This book follows Naomi and Knox. So Naomi has just like ran away from her wedding with her ex-fiance because she got a call from her sister saying she needed help, but also she was having doubts about the wedding and didn't want to go through with it. So when her sister phoned her saying she needed help and she was in trouble, she was like, this is a sign, I just need to leave. So she meets her sister in where her sister lives, in a town called Knockamout. And as soon as she gets there, everybody is giving her dirty looks and is just like not nice to her. Come to realise that they think she is her twin sister, and her twin sister is just like hated in the town. And she meets Knox in his cafe, I think it's his cafe or a cafe, can't even remember. And he's just like giving her a bunch of grief and stuff about how he doesn't like her and stuff, and then he finds out she's Naomi and not her sister. I forgot her sister's name, to be honest. And then she realises that her sister has like ran away with her car and her clothes and her money and left her with her niece that she had never met or never heard about. She didn't know she had a niece. So Knox tries to help her. He doesn't like her in any what way. He's really like, I don't know how to explain it, he's just like really aggressive towards her and just doesn't like her. It's just weird because he pulled like a 180 in this book. At the start he hated her and then he was like softening up to her, and then he pulled another 180 halfway through the book and was like, I actually hate her, never mind, blah blah blah. I just did not like how he just flipped his switch and was like, get away from me, because normally there's a reason. Well, there was a reason for the third act breakup, but like he was just so aggressive and rude and mean, and I just didn't like that. I liked how he treated her niece and acted like she was his, just like was really good to her and bought her stuff and took her out and picked her up from school and walked her to the bus stop and stuff. He just like bent over backwards for them, but then there was like him being an arse as well that I just couldn't get over. So I gave that book, I don't even know what I'd give this. It's either a 3 or a 2.5 stars. I just can't make up my mind. I just didn't like that book, which this is a part of the Knockamout series. There's 2 more books in the series, which I definitely think I'm going to read because the other characters seem intriguing, kind of. But I also have heard that they're not the best books. People enjoy this book better than the other 2, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that. So these are the 7 books that I read in January. Most of them pretty good, loved them. But yeah, as I said, these are just my opinions, by the way. I'm not trying to slander these authors, they're just like my views on the book and my preference, because everyone has different preferences when it comes to books. And what they like in books, and I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings if these are their favourite books or whatever, or the authors. But yeah, these are just my opinions. Just take my opinions with these books with a grain of salt, because I like different things to other people. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm definitely going to start making more videos again because I actually miss making videos. Because it's just what I've wanted to do since I was younger, and I just loved making videos. I'm definitely going to start trying to get more consistent with my videos again. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.